And so with that, after 2 years of Bug City and working through all kinds of different kinds of software that would work, but we couldn't embed the videos on other websites. I mean, we went through all kinds of hell for like 2 years. Gary finally got a new great piece of software, and about a month and a half ago, New Media Alliance TV officially launched. And it's doing really great things. I know you've posted some videos there.
Yes, indeed.
And we're really getting a good response to it, and we hope to be able to be a premier place for conservatives who want to see conservative productions, conservative viewpoints that are not filtered by YouTube. And hopefully we will be ready to fight the Fairness Doctrine when it is instituted. I think it's not a question of if, but when.
Yes.
The Democrats do get the guts enough to really go through with this.
Oh, it's going to happen, and already we hear Chucky Schumer talking about it right at the I think the first day after the election. And the New Media Alliance, and folks, you can find their website at www.nmatv.com. I want to tell you, Bob, real quick, my little story about how I ran across you guys. I have a friend in California. His name is Alfonso Rachel, and he's a strong African-American conservative, and he does these videos. And, of course, I know you know him. And I was running across him through MySpace. I call the MySpace Nation, the conservative people that we reach out to there, and got on YouTube, and I saw him talking about one of his videos that had been banned, and talking about gay marriage. And he said, you can find it over here at New Media Alliance TV. So I went there, and that's where I really got involved with the community there and got to see what was going on. I was very impressed, and we're very happy to have episodes of The Conscience of Kansas on there. First, Bob, I want to tell you personally, I appreciate your support and in some ways mentoring and helpfulness and assistance with Alfonso from California. He is making a big noise. I think he's on the verge of having a very interesting career, and he, like so many other people, have been inspired and encouraged by watching the work that you've done. And so that means a lot to me because I really support what he is doing. And again, it's an offshoot. There is so much of a challenge to support conservative values, even more so now, I think, under this new Obama presidency that we're going to have. But people are inspired all over the country. You're up there in Massachusetts, up there in the super blue states, and you have challenges there, just like we have here in Kansas. But you can speak to different things that maybe I can't speak to, or people won't identify with me here in the Bible Belt and so forth. And so it's been a wonderful work that you've been doing. And segueing a little bit into the Fairness Doctrine, there's some stuff going on with New Media Alliance. What have they got going on preparing for what's going to be absolutely a challenge by Democrats to take away the free market of ideas?
Well, one of the things that has been firmly determined from this last election, that the young people of this country get most of their information from the Internet. And so the Internet is also going to be a prime target of the Fairness Doctrine. I mean, it would be it would be very depressing for me if I had to, for example, share equal time with another blogger on Black and White.
Right.
And we would have to face certain restrictions that because they'd probably assign a hardcore lefty to my site.
Oh,
but then when it comes to sites like the Huffington Post, they would find some wishy-washy rhino-type Republican who agrees with Democrats a lot as their counter, so they can spin it and slant it the way they want to a lot easier. But one of the things that we want to do to try to reach the young people is not only through using the medium of television, but also trying to do a feature film. I mean, if Michael Moore can do it, why can't we?
Absolutely.
So what I am trying to do is to get the funding together, and I'm hopefully doing it through. We'll be able to tap into some corporations and other businesses that might want to be attached to this, and as well as people who might just want to donate to the cause.
Right.
And try to raise the money to do a full-length feature documentary. I haven't talked to him yet about it, but I'm going to see if I can get Zoe an integral part of this, whether it be in a narrator function or somehow. I will get him involved.
Excellent.
But explain to the people just exactly what the Fairness Doctrine represents, not just the immediate, what it will do to radio and what it'll do to the Internet, but if you there's that expression, give someone an inch and they think they're a ruler.
Right.
If you let them take away our free speech, what's next?
Absolutely. You know, to me, Bob, I don't see what Democrats are trying to implement when they talk about this Fairness Doctrine. I see through what I believe is the veil. I think they have no intention of having some kind of functional format where both sides are covered. I believe it's an intentional policy put in place to completely shut down conservative talk. I think that what they would do in actuality is place a situation where no conservative voice can actually meet the criteria, where you're being fined, punished until you're out of business. And then they'll say, let's all get along under liberal radio if they can make it work in any format. And so I see it, and I agree with you. I don't think it's just AM talk or people like me that are uniquely over here on the FM side of the dial doing it. I don't think Internet people, and I would tell you, no one's going to be safe from this. They're going to reach far and wide because conservative discourse right now is so dominant in all the different formats, and they cannot win when they allow the free market to work. It just doesn't work. Air America is a good example, but it never works. And they know that. And they know that America listens to all these formats, and from the little guy up to Rush Limbaugh, and they're going to go after it. And Chucky Schumer, right off the bat, with no tentativeness, said, yeah, we're going to go forward. And so it needs to be battled. And I think, that a lot of people, Bob, whether it be both the big money people that want to champion conservative values to around the regular folks would say, let me put some money in on this. Let me do whatever I can, because I don't want these conservative voices that give articulation to the gut feelings that I have shut down. So I think it's very, very worthy. We want to be a part of it here at the Conscience of Kansas in whatever format we can be. And if people are interested in following up, asking questions, maybe help brainstorm or give financial contributions, what's the best way for them to kind of go about that?
Well, you can contact me through, you can email me at blackandright@gmail.com. And then what I will do is if someone wants to donate money, or if there's a business that wants to contribute or be some kind of a formal sponsor, I'll immediately hook you up with Gary Schneider. He's basically the brains and the bookkeeper for the New Media Alliance, and we'll make sure that the funds are accounted for. And basically, as soon as we're ready to hit the road, I want to go to hit talk radio stations all over the country, both on the left and the right side, because it's not going to affect the right solely. If they knock off conservative talk radio, we already know liberal talk radio doesn't fare well, and I don't think that they would mind all that much going under, because the left can still get their message out. How? Through the schools,
yeah,
through television,
absolutely,
through movies. They have their tentacles wrapped into so much of our everyday lives as far as how to get messages out, whether it's through Oprah or through Captain Planet, which I don't think runs anymore. But, I mean, you know what I mean when
Absolutely.
it comes to the subliminal message or just the outright indoctrination in the